Pero todos los que sacaron, ay, porque estaban tomados seguramente.
Yeah.
She's around?
She's by herself. I mean, unless they jumped out of the car, she's in pretty bad shape.
Miren la torre.
There's some type of control tower knocked down.
¿Eso es de otro carro?
No, eso es el aparato que está ahí parado.
Pero ese allá hay como un bumper.
I mean, as you can see, this whole street is just covered in just trash, debris, broken glass. It is just absolutely in bad shape. And let me get out of this man's way. Well, she's fortunate to, I guess, still be alive because she knocked out a couple vehicles, a light pole, a control center, and about 3 vehicles. About 5. She knocked down about 5 signs. As you can see right here, this bus sign was knocked down. This pole was knocked down. This controls. But in some aspects, this is kind of a revelation because I live in this area of how our lives are right now. It's all scattered and broken, and it's all in pieces and debris. And right now in America, this is symbolic of our lives. I mean, they're just scattered and fragmented. I mean, and financially, people are fragmented. They're just robbing Peter to pay Paul, and juggling this, and juggling jobs, and juggling hours, and juggling debt, and juggling this. And it's so that greedy men in power can have money that they're probably going to end up leaving to the government anyway, when you could help so many people out. But I mean, this whole entire neighborhood is destroyed. She knocked down that pole. That's a gigantic pole. Those 2 cars are into the pole right here. These 2 cars are knocked into the pole. These 2 cars have been totaled. Okay. Glass, junk, debris everywhere. Then she's messed up all the grass in this area. She managed to knock down this traffic sign, that bus sign, those 2 poles, and a big, gigantic light pole. She totally took out all of the lighting for the whole area, so there's no lights as far as signals. But we all know in Houston we have a problem with syncing the light system to where you can catch a green light systematically. So that's not going to be much of a loss there because many of our lights need to be synchronized anyway. But that's a whole nother issue anyway. But maybe we're working on that and I don't know it. But there's signs and debris absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Underwear, shirts. I don't even know how scarves and underwear. The only thing she miraculously missed was this burrito truck. I don't think this truck was hit. Oh, she hit the truck too. Because the truck has lights missing. So she hit the burrito truck. She hit everything within probably 250 feet. She hit the burrito truck, has been damaged, which, God bless them. There's hubcaps over here by the liquor store. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad wrecks. Even this car was affected. I mean, there's cars. She managed to hit. Now I see why when Geico tells me to get property damage up to 100 grand or 50 grand, they're not lying, because this is about $500,000 worth of damage, or maybe $250,000, because you have This car's totaled. These two cars are totaled. This big gigantic sign is totaled. About 5 state and bus signs have been totaled and broken. Her car is totaled. She knocked down the control center. She knocked down all of the lighting. The ambulances are here, the fire department. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for your services. So when you add all of this up, she's done at least $250,000 worth of damage. At least. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to pick up some of this debris because I don't live far from here, and my neighborhood, the streets are already bad, but now they're really bad. The lights are already broken all the time. Now they're really gonna be broken. Goodness gracious. Do you guys want me to help pull out this pole? We're good? All right. All right. But my goodness. I hope she's all right. She managed, I gotta see what kind of car this is because obviously this car is well made. And what kind of car is that? Okay. I'm gonna have, do you guys know what kind of car she's driving? Because any car that could handle all this damage, I'm curious how it was made, who made it, who the maker was. This was bad. This was absolutely bad. So we're live here in Houston, Texas. It's late at night. I went for just something to get something to eat late at night and heard just a really loud sounds, which I thought it was some guys racing. I thought it was a group of guys racing like they normally do on this street, putting a lot of people's lives in danger on Richmond Avenue. And I know we all get frustrated, got to speed a little bit, but I mean, use discretion, you know. But anyway, I would estimate, if I was to guess, if somebody said, hey, roll the dice, how fast is this lady doing? I'd say she was doing about 90 miles an hour, or maybe 100, but who knows what she was going through. But this is devastational. How you doing, sir? There's more signs over here, more wreckage, lights. Absolutely devastational. This guy's car got broken. I don't know how his car got broken or caught up in this, but this is, wow.
She ran away from today. This was 3 days ago.
Wow. So people are getting their claims together. Never a dull moment in Houston, Texas, one of the most international cities of all times. I would say the most diverse city. Definitely needs some help on some things, but definitely a great, diverse city. It's definitely a city not as racist as some of the cities I've worked and lived in. People are more secure themselves. I do wish some of the people here would act a little bit more courteous towards others and maybe a little bit more giving, not so selfish. And road rage has been a little bit crazy lately. This is about the 5th accident in the last 7 days I've seen. So this is absolutely terrible. This Tahoe has been completely put out of its misery. This older Tahoe um, has been taken out the game completely. I wish I had a flashlight. This Tahoe and this Lincoln, this older Lincoln, thank God nobody was in either one of these cars, and it might work out as a blessing to them so they don't have to drive this older Lincoln anymore and get a new car. But this Lincoln and Tahoe is completely out of commission. Devastational. The sign is broken, the light doesn't work anymore.